education is the equalizer, because it is still true that the mind is the standard of a human being. No matter how tall you are, if your mind does not work well, you are just a tall fool.
See the pain.
Have role models, and the role models, they are pragmatic ones. A pragmatic leader like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
We live in a world of contradictions. These contradictions, however, keep the world going. Let me explain what I mean. Ghana is a small but very dynamic, independent African state. We are trying to reconstruct our economy and to build a new, free and equal society. To do this, we must attain control of our own economic and political destinies. Only thus can we create higher living standards for our people and free them from the legacies and hazards of a colonial past and from the encroachments of neo-colonialism.
When you look at the existing infrastructure in this country, about 60% of it was done by Nkrumah in the period of 9 years, from 1957 to 66. And up to now, we've not been able to match what he did.
Our enemies are many, and they stand ready to pounce upon and exploit our every weakness. They prey upon our vanities and flatter us in every kind of way. They tell us that this particular person or that particular country has greater or more favorable potentialities than the other. They do not tell us that we should unite, that we are all as good as we are able to make ourselves once we are free.
I go around the country and I see the works of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and he's been my role model.
The Chinese president summons all our presidents, and they summon them. The letters may be polite, but it's summons. They go to Beijing, tails between their legs.
Mr. Speaker, the cocoa farmers, they have reduced producer price, and Erikopoku cannot be found. They don't care about cocoa farmers, and they are here telling us inflation, macroeconomics is ready.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity tariffs are exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
Education is the equalizer because it is still true that the mind is the standard of a human being. No matter how tall you are, if your mind does not work well, you are just a tall fool.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
But then they say, I am not serving only country, I'm serving Ghana, and especially the youth of this country.
See the pain.
Mr. Speaker, the cocoa farmers, they have reduced producer price and Erikopoku cannot be found. They don't care about cocoa farmers and they are here telling us inflation, macroeconomics is ready.
See the pain.
Good afternoon. Raised to the power 50,000. Today happens to be the 30th day of June 2026. Another beautiful afternoon. Nyankopon I don't touch another but Jeboje di Mafrisani Abraso. Say ya this no pay Jumedie no edra wo efi sabre kosisa no 9 ebebo an ye de eba eni probably na wom akwese no wa shen kai na sharing so say ye the editorial ebedi kai afi Albert Asumani political za also join me here na ye the Ghana and Nkomo Abreu and then Sabato Riafi will also come your way with the messages ahodwa if we a tier for any ahefo nchen ebeba na afi yenso yetimi adano edi afei emrepemu ne bebie for lines no mo hwe etie so no bubenya kwanja abem amyedi nkomo elfidwem ha wa join ye ewo TV so eye net 2 TV Net2 TV Beyond the Limit and yede Emma wo and then also what joining our radio so Oman 107.1 shaping the nation and yede eguso kakra cafe odru fin mantem so so also NAP radio 90.1 the pride of Central Region and your day ebrewo abusua what joining our Facebook what joining our YouTuber Net2 TV GH Net2 TV GH ubetimi ashate na fe o comments ubetimi ashase na fe o de o messages ahodo concerning topics and some ahodo ebeka e wa ha na fe also o de title e de aba and then of course say a WhatsApp message and I would bar your WhatsApp numbers no 0240 550899 0240 550899 and no ena obetimi edo messages no afa so sabata we afi ofie ahodia ba papa ti ya bebo modern na fe ya de messages ni nyina aba kebet comment ya fami Anthony Kofi Inkum Dazi from Mr. Inkum Aseda Enkoma Kingdom Herbal Center edi nupa udo bebre na ba adwama so ya wo mode eboaye me kanfo eye Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules edi amanse bema uhie bi esanse eno na bema wonso agina na so eno na bema wonso ye kam mema ye botweboy efrem mema ubetimi agi subie amana ye kama afa Kingdom Tremendous Capsules ni siesie ma ema ho ye akono eyi nkabone akatoa ekane nyina gu nkyɛn ama nipa eho etono afa yesan ewo Kingdom Garlic Bitters and the capsules me pa chop me say enso ya etuto yade bebre na ebeyi ne ho eti bomodin se onso ubetimi anono mundura eno no ebeboa na eduru ebetimi aboa na yade a osusu se eye krankro ewo nipadiem ebetu ase ede afrimu no eno no eye Kingdom Garlic Bitters and the capsules afa ewia esan edane ema ahobambo sronko ewo nipadiem Kingdom Garlic Bitters aboa nipa bebre me pa cho Kingdom endroi se utunu dodo watonwa ubetimi apia kira kwan ewo Dry Lane or Kanshi that is Accra Central na also nsa akabi afei se ubetimi nso ne atwetwe nkomo 0275 804 and then 460 na fe oni edi nkomo 0275 804 064 na one Kingdom edi nkomo enso ewo afe baby eto adro bia no kwa wonsa ebetimi akabi sanso ena Hajia Special Foods enso aso asene Hajia Special Foods eye nuane papa nyina efie me pa chaw ayefro na wo beye se eye na wo beye abadintro anaso se bibia wo beye a edi enipa awodo bebe fie akaba mu no esese uma wo mu aduane na enipa betimi adidi na koma ato ne yemu a ohia aduane pa so de ewo Hajia Special Foods eho anewo yewo tuo zafi ewo ho yofufu ekonkonte ana afi yewo banku ewo emo assorted rice ni nyina no ebi ewo ho enti bibia wo ye bia no bomoden afi se uwa adwumam lunch time na ope baabi adidi baabi aduane pa enkwan pa ubedi awi a eno so how bia ni akira eye Hajia Special Foods eho ana ubetimi ababedi die akira kwan ewo hacho yebe transition afi yesan ewo another branch enso ewo DVLA edan kasienum ewo boshe eno nso no onsabekan ewo fre Hajia Special Foods na afi oni eni nkomo ewo 0246 359 921 0246 359 921 na one Hajia Special Foods enso so endi enkomo ama bibia enye kama abusua kai na hyɛ so sɛ ɛnɛ nkɔmɔ ahodoɔ a yɛba bɛdie no ebi ɛyɛ sɛ ɛnra nsuo a ɛtɔɔyɛ wokɔ koran mu a ɔsɛ nyankopɔn tɔ nsuo ɔsɛ God rain around us but not on us. Nyankopɔn tɔ nsuo ɛfa ntwa yɛ ho nhyia na mmom ɛma sɛ nsuo no ɛma mmegu yɛ so ɛnra nsuo a ɛtɔɔyɛ ɛwɔ Ghana ne yɛnim sɛ nyankopɔn hyira no ebia no isan sɛ me ne omienu nyina nim sɛ edu saa bere ya ɛna nsuo ɛtɔ June July mu abɔfra kete kra enim eti asɔman anytime obi a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ planning against a flooding ɛsɛ sɛ yɛtimi make sure sɛ June July no yɛbɛdi kan yɛ bibi ansa na June July naba yɛntena se ɛmfa pete suban ɛmfa mbuman tena se ame nsuo aboa ɛma nneɛma nyinaa yɛ basa deɛ bɛsi anya asi ansa na kwabrane akɔfo wiemhyɛn ɛde anenam yɛ so ahwehwɛ medwene ho a yɛ amente aseɛ yɛbɛdi ho ɛnkɔmɔ ɛnɛ yɛ ame no yɛkasa sese no enipa a wɔn ato ase ɛyɛ 22 enipa 22 ɔmo a yɛtimi ahu ɔmo ankasa sɛ wɔn mawu ahwere ɔmo nkwa because of ɛyɛ flooding in Accra ɛnra nkoa no ɛyɛ 22 ebinom nso deɛ ɔmo kɔkora yɛnhunu wɔm ni nyinaa no ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ aba ama Ghana esi apene yɛbɛbu kɔmpɔ ne yakɔ yɛkyi na afei yakɔ akɔhwɛ sɛ His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana man mpani a wɔte akonnwa so sesei afei Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo His Excellency Ghana man mpani a wɔtwam ɛkɔ enkrapompuni mantemu ensuyire flooding in Accra enkomo bai ana saa mpanifo we omadi ewo ho emre bi a abesen kɔ afei yewia ya bekeke nsusu ne ahwɛ sɛ saa nkomo a omudi ne mre bi abesen kɔ no susu ampa sɛ ɛno nsusu aso ne yehuni afei Ghana fododo no nso busa sɛ sika hodo a efi amanone besia hodo and afei support a yenya from amanone a yebetimi ede to eye flood in Accra yebetimi de to ase saa sika no nyina no hemfa ne koye na saa sika no adwuma ban ene koye ye yetimamu a momyehwe ne yanka no kre emfa nkyere ye ho yendi no kre emfa nkyere ye ho yendi no kre enkyere Ghana na se yendi no kre enkyere Ghana ne ya adwene se be ye Ghana se de ayen ye pa man no mutumi eni sunsu aso awodo a ebeba no e de anim guase ene bebreye ma menna me woni ampeki bibi from the lion's mentality yeba reba modern afi yedi nkomo ama bibia ayekama ye from me Anthony Kofi Inkum Dazi from me Mr. Inkum sinu pein ye kano sania etie we are on.
Osho said the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you're unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Sheep have no freedom. The sheep live with fear and uncertainty every day. A sheep never leads, a lion never follows. A lion is in complete control of his or her life. The lion does not accept scraps and does not get told what to do or where to go. The lion goes about his business fearlessly and with extreme competence. You will never lead a lion to the slaughterhouse. They will lead you. The lion is the king of the jungle. And it's not because the lion is the biggest. It's not because the lion is the fastest. It's not because the lion is blessed with any great advantage over other animals. It's the mentality of the lion. that makes the lion the king of the jungle? What is the lion mentality? Fearless courage. Bravery is a key trait of the lion. The lion will never surrender. The lion will never lie down and die, not even if surrounded by 10 hyenas. The fight is never over until it's over. Maybe you're not surrounded by hyenas. Maybe you're just buried by bills. Maybe you need to stand up for something you believe in that no one around you agrees with. Do not give up. Do not give in. Be fearless in going after what you really want in your life. Maybe you've been at it for years and nothing has worked yet. Maybe you're tired of hunting your goals and seeing no rewards. Do not give up. You must keep fighting. You have no guarantee of success if you keep going, but you do have possibility. There is a chance. The only guarantee comes with quitting, and that is the guarantee of missing out on the life you really want. Keep fighting for the life you must have. Regardless of the hyenas, no surrender.
All right, welcome back. Ebrason say yede editorial no eba, and then right after editorial, Albert Asumani, political za, will join me here. Na yedi nkomo na fi yakwenim say sinupei mote yankache from Friday yinhia enne yaba na yaba no so de ne yaba enkoma do bebre e ho a yebehwe na afi yedie me dan na ya na meka na mekoso aka se oman na yetimu no se be yeye yebehwe ama oman na yeye ama ye nyina edi ahoton so bebre ye nyina edi ebe mpa na nka efe se wabedi domanim washa dombo washa manfo bo aka kire mo se look ohawa ewo man ni munie na sa ha we no me pese mi tu ano me pese mi tu so sa me pese mi yifiri wo kra etimon to aba mame na nyame ya ado mame ba me yi afiri ho na omanfo anya omugidie na omato aba ede amawo na waba na fe onso wanya gidie wo omanfo mu se obuo na wo de ma wo a omunya gidie wo mu to aba ma wo no ka won so obeye ne sa pepepe ka obeye ne sa pepepe na omanfo ehunu se ampa uye kandinia ya to abama wa eye na ya hye no ho na afei o political party a oje be chire yatimi ato aba e de ama wono nsoso na nsoso Ghana ha de ya na na ye hunu no eye bibi soronko kamya akwa ese wokọ aman hodo so a anything problem becomes money. Adie biara eye ohaw ewo aman ahoduo mu no wo mutimi hwa na saade ohaw no wo manya ano so omuso ano wie a afobo hu se adane sika e de ama wo mu enso oba Ghana ha de a yen ye haw na ewa ha no mom akandifo wo mu di yanim a esese wo mu edi nimdie bi ba ebe so ano no omom no de yen ye haw no agisika egu omubotom omu di gisika enu amuhunu amabusua ekokodi na afei ya yaka de yatoba ha enu a enipa o ma hire omo nkwa ewo ensu yiri brei mu no mihu MPB aba woka ho mihu former or current DC bia ne baka ho mihu mampani bia ne ba eka ho mihu current or former minister bia ba so oka ho a enra ensuo etu omo no kwa ne se efie ahodo a ensuoyiri asim a afa nkofo niama nyina no mihu former minister or deputy minister bia se ensu akoni fie nemom eye yen a wo describe yen as ordinary Ghanaians no eye yen and you go through this situation se enra ensuoi enye nsunsuanso boni bi ewo wo so enye nsunsuanso boni bi ewo wabusua so enye nsunsuanso boni bi ewo nipa bi a wo mo ben wo eso a abusua yema ye ho yakọ na afei yema ye ho nso so hyeden isanse nia nyankopon checheye no ode ma yen enuane oman Ghana eti sede etie bia no yenya gidie ni enya rehemu hwewu TV so na he enra enkofo fie nia asi ewo manfo fie. These are the ordinary Ghanaians. Every 7th December, omutumrika abato bremu ekoko salai ko gina wiemu ekoto aba ede ma kandifo tire se woni tibia mu betimi asesa enso kamia ese ya to aba no amoro mo awie na chi no mpo no situation na nka ya hwa nimu so betimi abesesa no ebeye worse na enra we Ghana fo anu o mapon adwuma na wo mo epeka e dia kofie. Oh my goodness. Enra na mobo enra ne esiya no na asefem nia esiya no na eye ahudwere nia esiya no na anu adene ede ma Ghana fo. Yes, mejitum se Ghana fo binum aso adene me wotidie se Ghana fo binum no eye aso adene ene bekuyen afiri wiase efi se manfamura nkogu ha unim sababu ya ukotumura agui nyansam nim anu akotumura no edi agu ho ye na adwene se onim nyansa chen obia ye na adwene se oye smarter than any other person on earth eti o akotu agu ho na ne ebesi asi esiyei leaders no omo som sabrobe bibian to obia. And I was so surprised yesterday to have seen the president of the Republic of Ghana say yedeno ekunko wiem wasinse wiem. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama esinse wiem adaya opese otini enya me mean how to describe it. Opese onya opeso hu nia esiye ankasa. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you've been president before. You've been president before. 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 16. You. Now you're president. Now you're mampani ewa Ghana ha. And ensuya eyiri ewa Accra ha no. Enye nasem. Eti anytime biya ensuya yiri ewa enkran ha, ewa Ghana ha, you know how the situation is. Unim senia etia dada. Enya fei eni yemfa unko wiem, yemfa unko sinse wiem. Hey, you found questions saying wiem answer what to me who said your situation it here. Ya na nipa wie fi na ho. This has been a situation What can one some, so many years ago? And now we need the situation at here. A ban say, and now I address Ghana for as president. Look, baby, I didn't do and now good year be more. And now fanfare. Say, and now group being, sir, young fuck of Branin passing say, now for one corner, said, dear no person or children. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Let's be serious. Na Emra Okoye a Obaye. Na fe one central for edin komo. One Ghana for nyina e kasa. Na utie ni nsamo na oka. Ma yentie ni ehwebi. Na fe yenyina no so fam boni minim enkyere ne sabe wiase etie. Se baby ade na duru no Ghana fo ni abere Ghana fo nso egujem anytime a ensuo be mura bia no na Ghana fo enso egujem. I remember 2015 4th June 2015 tama na oyenne ato Ghana okansemi. But Mayara Enra okwasin se wiem na ofi wiem si fom no na samwa okaye no mayentie nyehwebi.
We just finished an aerial tour of Accra to inspect the flooded areas. Unfortunately, the flooding has been very extensive today for several reasons. One, the recorded rainfall today is one of the highest in several years. The Meteo are looking at approximately 140 millimeters that was dumped on Accra. Last year, the maximum rainfall was 56 on a single day. And so the volumes are much higher. And so there are many issues to the flooding in Accra. There's climate. If you look at the rainfall pattern from 2024, 2025, 2026, you see that increasingly every year we're getting more rain in Accra than we used to get. GMET say that in 2024, for a period of 30 days in June, we had 85 millimeters of rain. And then in 2025, it increased to 172. And then in 2026, for the same 30-day period, in June, it increased to 333. And so the waterways are not getting chance to recover before more rain is dumped. And the wet days are more. Out of 30 days, 22 days, it kept raining. And so there were only 7 dry days or 8 dry days in June. And so that's the climate side. That is an act of God that we can't control. But then there's also the engineering and the man-made causes. That is, like I said before, Accra is built between 2 natural bodies, the Agyapong mountain range and the Atlantic Ocean. And before Accra was built, the streams used to flow through this plain to reach the sea. Now, the British brought the capital to Accra, and in those years, it was not a problem because Accra was a very small city. But as the population continues to increase and people continue to build, it restricts the path of the streams on their way to the Atlantic. So that's an engineering problem. We need to see how to open the channel so that the water can pass. But then there's also the other aspect, which is attitudinal and human behavior. That is dumping garbage in the drains, putting all kinds of items in the drains after we finish creating waste. Instead of sending it to the appropriate place, even in the air, we discovered many illicit dumping sites where the wetlands are. People have gone to create a waste dumping ground, and they charge 20 cedis for the aboboya to come and fill the waste into the wetlands. And when it has filled sufficiently, they sell the land to people to come and build on it. And so we need to, one, look at it from an engineering perspective in terms of how we can open up the channels but at the same time look at how we can identify all the buildings that are obstructing the waterways. We've said this many times. I'm tired of hearing it, but anytime you begin to
Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the president of Ghana. Na someone no can no brofo ne tintini ne tietie nyina ne say o say according to ehwemu a engineers no edema no o say ensuo no eto a ensuo ya na ewo fom no eche ansa na ni nyina asa ansa fofa asan aba begu so eti eba sa na na che say automatically ni nyina no eba soro afei wasanso achechire mam na kwakosi say enkran eye baby a eda fom enti ensuo from the Atlantic Ocean and then from eye ebri bipo iso ena chese esane eba fom eti nkrane da fom. That is why some problem we echo. Look, this is a history that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama waka chire Ghana fo aka adia ba kwa obo so na eye me de mabegyina ha kan wasem de bia se abobo ya afo ya wo mo sesa Ghana ha nwura nyina enkofo enwura ya ha nwuru ba bia mo de ko o se enkofo ne sesa nwura na enipa bi a kire wo mo se enwura no mo mfa mmegu ha na mo de akogu ba bi eto mo de guwa si so ne kwan a na afa ya ton eho e de ama obi so mesi dan emfa esi so eti eno na ababe esuban na ne kasa no kwa wiye no ose. In fact, on it there's going to be a national security meeting. There be a massive demolition exercise here in Ghana, here in Accra. The people confront at 12. Now, maybe say enkran eda form entina ensuo asase yese ya samra boy soso no ehon soso de no eye de be ya nia ekoso ewo samra boy no eno soso eye de be ya. Now medical culture say MPP ni NDC fu no omo na be say Ghana we e de amaye because these politicians are so greedy that sika eseso omo de bo man ho bra no, they are so wicked to the extent that they will pocket it. They will pocket it on the best show the bottom. Now omadi because omunim say the ordinary Ghanaian entimi nya wo mo hwe entimi nya wo mo foko eti they will pocket it no omadi. Now me do be ko etire na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ya wo kasa ende ya no June 4th 2015 yanko na kotie na semwa osanso ekaye brabe join me nienhwe na yendi enu nsumu nkomo ewa ha.
Accra, by virtue of its geographical location, is prone to flooding. But aside from that, our own human activity makes these floods worse. Littering in the drains and all that make it difficult for the water that is coming from the mountains. Most of the streams that go through Accra take their source from the mountains. And so people building in waterways, littering the drains, make it difficult for the flood water that comes from the mountains to reach the sea. And so we've created a human intervention between the source of the rivers and the sea where they are headed. A lot of people have lost their lives. I'm at a loss of words to express how I feel. Many of them through the flood, and then very many of them through the fire incident that took place here as a result of the explosion that took place in the filling station located right here. Yesterday, the emergency services, including the military, the police, the fire service, were all called out to come and help. They managed to rescue quite a large number of people, but unfortunately, a large number of people lost their lives. I want to take the opportunity to commend the security services for their diligence. Throughout yesterday night, many of them have not had any sleep. We were closely monitoring what was happening. And then also to express my condolences to the several who have lost relatives and the victims of the flood. We'll have to take some measures to be able to avoid this happening in the future. And often when these measures are drastic, you have a lot of sympathy and pressure not to take those measures. But I think that the time has come, for us to remove houses out of waterways, and the public should understand that it is necessary to save everybody else. I mean, this loss of life is catastrophic, almost unprecedented. And so we'll leave the city authorities and the emergency services to continue to do their work. But we must sit and strategize to make sure that this doesn't happen again. We shouldn't continue to be like the vulture who says he would roof his house when the rain stops. Year in, year out, this continues to happen. And until we attack it scientifically and strategically, we'll continue to have these problems.
Enti, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, in 2015, or say, SSA take measures to avoid what we saw yesterday. Or say, SSA yen shisheye, na ye disi ano kwan said ye beya, nia ye wuye in June 3rd, 2015, no, e BCBM ewa Ghana ha. It is a sana tia dia. Ye ba be bubu nkofo dan a esi ensuo kwan mu ye be bubu ni nyina bisa no se kosi sei. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a communicator. Etudi agora obedire wadwen sesi a. Owie na sanka si so se esese ye boy abra boyie. Na ye bibia ede we ye pa nsunsu asopa ebebre ye. Eni kwan se ye ma ye ne ye koye se pete. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne kan ye. In 2015, eni kwan se abrabo ekoye se pete. Esu oto se he edie siwe ade chia mebu no ade akosi dan. But esu ni nya tepe wa bom pa ono okro no. Pete suban ani ade te Ghana ha. Pete suban ani ade te Ghana ha. Ene ya wakofu wiemshan ejina wiemu because onim dada this is situation a ono ankasa we go through eti onim sane etie dada ene de wakofu plane ene nam wiem eho no opeso okohu no wo these politicians si ahwe yi a omoa ne be sey man no e de amayen na ne ekosu nyina no e ma wo mu sika now MPP NDC me katre odebi ase moma yemfa nokre emfa ntetere ye man ne de nokra tetere ye man a ebekoyie amaye nyina na wa amfa nokre antetere wo man na wo ye wadwen sa wo de adwenboni adwenfi krono ana wo de bedi animu a emre bi ba fie na wo timu no wonya setena ewo wonya somdwe ewo fie ho now His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ensu nya kwanga beti mampani 8 solid years ono kwa ne de etuom sa etuom kama edemano ono so eba ye the same Odo River kole lagoon ono so hu se eno eye problem enti he's going to deal with it. And at that time, I remember, sir, the Minister of Works and Housing, Honorable Lawyer Samuel Atachia, and the former Sanitation Minister, the one and only Sanitation Minister in Ghana, Mamia Sikafifi Wanempasi, or no? And His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ankasa omukoyi nkonya bi ewo Odo river nim said ya daya omo masa de ya yehu na andre ensi biem ewo Ghana ha mpacho fatuo na yentie nkonjana na do dankwa akufo-addo mukoyi ye fatuo ni yentie
no 4. First of all, in fact, we are about 3 now, no 4. First of all, the metropolitan assemblies are involved, and then local government, and then my group. But this is what we amount.
We are not responsible for the education. Who's doing it on the ground? I will lead it with him. And the assemblies who are the closest to the people, they're not involved?
They are, sir. We will do the policy and send it down, sir. Yes. I just launched the one in Poe last Saturday. Yes. And you...
Are the DCs, are they here?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. All of these. Yes. Please. Yes. And the enforcement of your bylaws. Yes. Sanitation bylaws. Very, very important. Yes. Very, very important.
Who's in
fact, we are about 3 now. No, 4. First of all, the metropolitan assemblies are involved, and then local government, and then my group. But this is what we amount.
We are not responsible for the education. Who's doing it on the ground?
I will lead it with him.
And the assemblies who are the closest to the people, they're not involved?
They are, sir. We will do the policy and send it down, sir. Yes. I just launched the one in Poe last Saturday. Yes. And you...
are the DCs, are they here?
Yes.
Enti Mame Cecilia Abena Dapa Enana Ujinaho. At that time, she was the sanitation minister. And then Honorable Lawyer Samuel Atachia. Ka Samuel dear yenim Samuel said ya name subati. Ishia Samuel Atachia. Ni yenim senka sa subana na wonu mu nukredie. Enso on bo Ghana fo suria. Ene sanko fo yi maye kwan. Enkoma e ko so e ho ene se. You see sa dwumadie we no na eye odo river no ana no omuwom. Na video no omatwitwa so. Senka yenya video ni nyina obawuru se. Engineer no ono ana no ye coordinator anase advisory engineer no our site that on that project no anka wohu na ubawun center na papa ni yi o say ye benya recreational center awa ha ye benya wei ni aye wei ni aye wei ni aye wei ekeka ni nyina de kira nanado afa nanado gina odi no senti wei no eye wan eno beye obeteki charge and was oh enti Odo River and a down no 2019 and a dahui nanado bi say omo say eye wan nkasa na beye na assemblies no mama mu nyina ya aware na no so oh yes omo nyina ka ho we wa ha and we are doing that based on the 2017 assembly bylaws na o de bae no based on that and ye beye say adwuma we etinanado ebisa say who is going to lead because no works and housing minister Adrian Nsenifa so and then the sanitation minister ensusu Adrian Nsa benkum so etu obisa wo say why and the lead and a sanitation minister na say eyeme and na ono also ono any works and housing minister no and wo mo ebeye say adwuma no ombelidi and then oriye ya no and na nipa adwuma ne hye nsa enso be kire ye be we be ba ha recreation centers we be ko say we be say eti lawyer Samuel Atachia kacha na nado danko akufo-addo say nana adwuma ya ye ba be ye wo afa die se yemfa ye fa ne sen omo te ensuo no mu nkra no ehyan ne ye fa ne sen yemfa excavator yi mesi ha ni yemfa metiti nsuo mu ni ade nyina no etu betwa kura etu betwa kura ensi biem because ade a ye beye no chese ebeko so deep enti amount of ensuo bia beto bia begum bia no e de beko punum pepepe ena efi kura mem efi se chese eye concrete ankasa ene omo eye ewo ho 2019 na se me no ko na ko sika efiama no ne ebaye ebi from Netherlands omo government president edifi wo de be support ya ban ede be boa yen ene ade nyina no sa sika ni nyina no bisa se adwuma na maso de a ka mi kwatwa mi pieto mi kwatwa mi dua na nya ntwa mi pieto nka ho etinkan adwuma na maso de a ene wo senke ye sika no yetimi ensaka na enne ye obibia be ya de aye munko bisa wo mo se na nado danko akufo-addo Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baomia munhia na mumusa no ewie wakɔhye enso na tɔte na amanfo ho awo no afeni wakɔhye warranty boot atia sikrom a ɔno nso ko chinchin kɔfo so. Look, momian kan okran franche your leaders say they are gradually becoming useless to the nation. They are gradually becoming useless. Mfaso bia ni omo so na sa otimam na ade wei ekoso na sa okwaka ho asem a yesi an Dr. Baomia na akɔhye warranty boot na afi no wate asim ɔkɔ nam enna nka ya be man nsuo ni to ya nanka wate asim ka ba ubehu ba bia oda sese munyini free so our leaders are gradually becoming useless because everyone show you to ye ubehu MPs na we nam ha because obia hu say cameras enam all over into obi akwa gene shine abeifo no mo ya abeifo ma munya sa eye beye wohum enekuta mo se sika bedi mu nsem mu bikoye bibia mo fanya mo anya sunsun so aso be ba mo so sama so hu kwa ebe ba wo maso no abusua so. You guys are being too wicked. Mutimu ya dendodo. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama endo ni memwiem ni nia oye nyina no so no de waka kire Ghana for say Ghana for wo arefie wohum etu omu du onim say den ya yewure befi the same thing and omu aka nyina no etie na we no say wo ye Ghana ni if you are part of that political party na we no ko kan ho asem say ade we ye nhwe hyebo sei ya anye oko kan ho asempe yes disciplinary committee ya ma 2 weeks until nko ekwe hwasem mu nya saben ene wo wemu nya saben ene wo ya braba ya bo e wo Ghana hanum nya saben ene wom ya nwe da chinchirima ho eti ya nwe da chinchirima ho sika bebreba ya wia ene afia ya sisie Agyapade ya nya ya tuto fie e wo amanone ene ade nyina no eti sera ya nwe da chinchirima ho yanwene da chinchirima ho na nka ye yomaya ye serious anka no pay anka ayi Ghana youth ni nyina no ya bawro na nado danko akufo-addo fie ni atwena ba se wona na wo ye mampani sa time no adwuma we na mosem okoye e ba ne sen afa wo tiam wi ya sika no ewe fa ye sika maye ka e basa anko bia ni wa obedi man animu a obetimi ahwa man semhunu akoso but ayei omada na omaye de omope eko kwa pia ena ya aboa koto de ne bodwe na emre guso keka kwa nanim enim ne ewochena me se encha kura ya be shase tuogu Ghana leaders no so youth ni mabunu ya ni bebre because ya simpani to sanka ko mabunu diem nanso ye mpanifo etu ide eye to bone adwen bone to ene kutamo munya papa no manim emre nyam MPP NDC they are the killers of this nation. They are killing us. Omo numi ye moja omo che sika te senia ye che ayi galamse sika mo tamo nso ye na mo de munya abotre enche kra mo behunu ni ebesi ewo man we mu enche kra mo behunu ni ebeto mo nkoso na mo nkoso enche one day truck driver be park the car si wo taxi driver be park the dia si wo Uber driver be park the dia si wo na ye nyina ya carbon ye de abufu hye be ba mo so ye be tie mo nyansa pa no hu se ye ntra ha ne ahwe na mo nyasa ne mo ho no sa enkwa wiye because munim say ye den ya MPP NDC mo an ye ba beto abade ama mo emira bi ba ubeyini nyansa ma me ma me homra na me ne Albert Asumani political za eni enkomo sinupei ye ka no senia etie. We are on.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda, of propaganda, with propaganda, and full of garbage. Garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
Wait.
All right, welcome back. Albert Asmani politicals are atnase ya yebedi enkomo. Now, okay, ho ewo radio so a man 107.1 FM and then NAP radio 90.1 and so ewo mfimfini mantemo. Afei oti TV echi ana wo hwe net 2 TV. You see, this is the platformer. Ahano yene AI for enye adwuma enti this platform se bibi daso na ohun se nipa 2 na ahwa ye nipa 2 se bibi daso na ohun se nipa 10,000 na ahwa ye 10,000. That is the reason why bibi a ye beka wa ha bia no ekọ nipa sum direct enti ekọ 333 Obe won bi dia say enipa 500 neguso a omohwe obwa AI eti ombe kasa na mi nyina gina studio wa enko ba bia. We are genuine. We have the genuine platform. Eti fa odwedie wade tonde no fabra ha na yambo hu deuro emfa ma aha ana nipa ebete menfa enko ba bia AI inti ade no wabo hu deuro aso enko ba bia Fabra baby nipa betie. Why? Eno no snipe dwubedie so. Now, Albert Asmani political za adjoin me. Ya yebedi nkomo. Baby ade na dru no enya nika biem. Baby ade na dru no awerehwo abafie na awerehwo ba na nibre aba. Eti yebedi nkomo na yakwanim. Wo a wutie ehwe emrepam yebebie phone lines no. Ebe ma akwan ama wo nso abem. Afi yedi nkomo e odwumadie so. Openi boko de
Nsankum boko na wo hwe
Nyankopon adom ne empaibo nti amoden e wo ho
edanyame ase edanyame ase
enra no mehu enra no mehu
enra de se
mehwe ya na mehu
enra de se de ye ne koye na wo no ma me ma utiri nkwa na me sa ma wa firi mu ko se enra ta me chesa wo ha na update binya fa wo area ho no nam se woni ma hawa de helicopter na namo ana se wo fa form ne bae ana se wo ntare nyina wo hata wo nam se that's right into no de nyago fo se wono ntare hata nyina what's you realize that we see me that so back ko shimi ko shi what is it this we so we
asemo
na go for ya da ya ase utinkwa
na meti ase
utinkwa nzenku be
enra nso ye die bone
enra we see me area ho no me so ya ha say they prepare ba unso nso no be there between Sunday May and Rano manda like I didn't get enough sleep because na me ya de ntinu me call down kasa make me ya dem na abobe 2 but then so na to from there 10 o'clock anajo no akosi 2 na until na so no etimi talk continuously 30 minutes I know say no odin pa at a point na me ti say me rain that is me so na efiri mu egu from no enye nsuo kitwa
eye dede
je say wo da ho a wo ti say as ye bie tapa nsuo no eso ne pa nsuo no pa to wie no see the volume of issue na egu from no e also enti there's a 3 4 5 more hours issue na no assign DBM about 5:36 in a nice atikakra. So that was the time I need to prepare see a bedding. You be free. Now for me, now for fast started for me. Say, okwan no want to be for more. In fact, a kwanfo a will better akra na be say go sit in a war.
And so you will lead us.
Misangu. Because amana akese be miensa ansama bitime be si kwan ankasem. Fifia. And so I could be more than a month. And when that crime is say that is all happened to this water. Just a baby and so below. It's a baby out so I'm washing the car, this is a connection and baby as Makufu because there's no point to be washing. Swimming to see a musso. It's not the guy who could do so now all the trouble with you anymore. Okodu anona went to you sign it in. I'm a friend, Mr. Massa. Mentin ban coffee show no more no wan gbedumo ntimi de masan coffee and I'm sure be ko because no kita Corolla timi de be say me de me timi de afam na another person asanfra another not just say area ho no car sabe block ho a obi ntimi nko ibi ye ho no na misenkum afi na call se ba na me man school platform no so na fi no say messages eba platform no so nkra no obi asa eba ntimi ma school
any kwanse o move
that's exactly say krom kra na me de eye ya na ehu ade we hu a obo ma wuni nyina me feel mo ba me ya pa so say me tia na me hwe videos misenkum nipa na fifie na ade na ko trapping wo kwam sisi omo yi enkofo bi fi omo cars ya de ahoma na agbo omo nan and ye twi omo fi cars mo pie because all drive onimpo se hono na ya mna ana akwakotom ana say this morning cars ya kwa electric cars say engine bimpa utumi niego utumi niehwe ana so na chi o machine na omakam Etimizenkum emrade na esiye wo krom ha no. Eyade a tese the dream one when eya se wo fifie na wo so wo adwuma na wo kokrom ko ye bibi na sa esen akoto kwam na zo no so mizenkum mo kan finfin a untumi nsa wachi untumi nko wanim etisenso overpower wa na nso na akasa atamoka no and now I have a video here. I saw one STC bus I park si wo fortunately no nipa nim but me sanku ensuo no timi efa bus no ni kire ha e dane bus ni say the nipa timi a wo dane ne ho no e the bus ne sink into a gutter mi hu ayalolo a e nipa timi ko adwuma na ensuo akomene bus no na person yes bus ayalolo bus hwe nipa bebrebe na o ma aso entimrantie na wo mi de omuti pie fi bus ma kodina bus nitin bisa se emrewa ne nkwara e wo bus no mo entomu gina seat ni so because space aka e no window ne bus nitin no o kompe e ne betime pia bonten na bisa se kwa na e ma ne yonko kwa so fa ne yonko ni kompia bonten na je mframa na wa na ontina mu nti window ni kwa stamping ya sim zagum aweho what bisa se hifa ana afraid ya Ghana yekoi misenkum asa wo hwa a de na siye no act of God natural disaster ni siye no but ye beja ni be ya say act of God ne ba ye nsu ye nya ho hwe ana anope ni sorry na obi kase the same president Muhammad helicopter akona muwiem akohwehwe Accra nti na me say solution na aba no they did the same thing last year. Last year, all the helicopters in Kumisia. This I say helicopter me for now we use me a John Cossey in last year. So we should be a free buy. And then the free buy. Now the cancer president Mahama be winning a discipline, engineering behind here. Don't win. Amanfo wu na wo na mu no ko eden.
So ko the level of indecent.
You see, ya ma politicians we kwa ma tena kuma ase omo ni nyansafo e wo krom a. Ase decision bi e wo krom ha bi e nya ma politicians nkwa no bu nteki. Wo ka omo nti ase. You see, the nyansafo e wo Ghana krom ha ometimi amboa ma oba na kosom. Enye omo nkwa na politics o. Enye omo nkwa na politicians. Enti se me jai Ghana where they are not politicians, he said, there be a woman taking decision. Omo no mo na Mr. President Mahama no mo na boy and then because we be fear Friday ya. Omo sika o betimi asi omo dan si abotan so. What you say? Yen ti am no mo yewu. I'm yet to see whether there was even a key political figure there can say nso akone dem.
Bibia say ni ho.
Because uncle hand down my era.
Not even a polling station chairman.
Uncle hand down my era.
Now no so person can say.
And uncle hand down what Agyapong. What you say? Uncle tena ayi atadeka. Up a prime area. What you say? Now bisa
baby ya de adwen asi.
Ya plan ho yie. Now bisa no class na sika do si da aka chense na yere dia, na yere na hwe no. What you say? Na ye ordinary Ghanaians na ye de ye no aban emfire hu no. Yen ana nsuo atwe e de kwa abonti. Na wo hwe se bufankum compound house a enipa no omma ehye dem no be bia mo pono na efie ho ayiri to the point say omo dry lines in crowd nsuo e de e fa wo mo enti se nipa obede na do omma apia abonti. And now I saw these videos and for nipa na ode akwara na ba no uhu ne nsa wo nsuo num ba papa na nkasa ogita ne ba no de nsuo no fa na kọ na o pega ne ba no ama na tre so se ba akwara no de omu enti wo hwa na so du da bi obu so ne ba no mana na waje no nsuo de ne be kwa na de ne kọ. People had their destinies in their hands yesterday. Eya we ho na se yamfa adwin am to se yechire ye ma ho na ede ye ya ma no sam okrum ha na da bia ye be ni se MPP NDC enti ene ye be bojo mahamachi o chira akufo-addo ba ye be bonachi wanko kan bia ma na ade na ye me party ni ne ye be obi achi no am bobi na no so no akwakofa ensem basa e de abakroma e ne ja omo ye jo na ni Ghana ya wele dia ma MPP ni NDC fo anom de ye politics enti ene no obia especially a me sure say akosi do mahama abaso enra wuzo obia ye cartoon bi do mahama fire disaster flood plane crash and ye do mahama picture atom do mahama be twam another person obeba say answer say suboya we will see the same thing
that ebia wo bae no sika bi bedi wo nsem ana wo senka utimi di ye bibi ama na ehu na nrai but wedi enra I saw one video me hu akola keto a obewu animu so
Mr. Nkom
akola no da kiosk ena ensu apeja kiosk eneko na akola na gi ne hu afiri mapie. If you are a politician, imagine says akola we wa ye ba ana wo nana ha nka sembe ne nra ke besi ufie hwe se manfa ni amu ye no manjai na gates a ye in our communities. Gates se man engineers eye ho adwuma no se gate ye e wo krom ha abaye polling station executive constituency executives omo adwuma
misankum asama wo kan eye time
and they are doing a abysmal job
at time. You see, that is why I don't understand. Say, why must we leave every developmental decision and everything into the hands of the politician? Meanwhile, I'm saying, "Could no crap says so far NDC for me now, not for NDP for me now." Our mom, I make active politicians and I say, "Oh, supporters, your montanche." Now say, "Oh, yeah, 1-to-1 mapping pa." Omo day, ewo pa no 50%. Either of the parties. Make up taking decision, taking decision in Angasa. Into a giant politicians and they say, oh, when you're the person over here, you see, without no plan, you see, a lot of them don't even have exposure.
Obi kran to kwan da onim
enti o ka bibiana wa kwan na dey say local politics na ana to obey me say ana hwe ya chiche communities na ya helpful any opinion leaders say what your communities mu a omo no ti ho da bia no yetimi be take decision ni abase ya ba si toilet na ama omo ni mo akwa bia de ne hiom hwe sa abisima construction of 24-hour market adwama na yi and then the say every district e Ghana ha bia no e be here 24-hour market and the so this ka kwose market ni assessment be na mo ye say oh so wo kwa asante achim south kwa de market no mo here o e bi omo here storm drains as I say omo town roads no and e den ye tackle. But you take a decision now. Share drip machines are to be doing. And for so then and about Ghana. Drip machines are to be doing. Because the local government in Ankasana, local government in Ankasana, you're decentralizing. No, it got to a point that not decisions is a local assembly. They are taking a decision. We are taking that decision. No more
everything from the central government.
Not some procurement here, not the administrator of the district assembly common fund, and they take his decision on behalf of you on the side district in a same for so and I say Abra say I wouldn't here. Yes, you got to drive machine, a cheaper track, Yakoto say, and then community then also drive machine, a city quasi will be a man. Yeah, tip tema you say that me pia na ayi gari bizamza na say also to tema and am say asa na to tema na ka hu fi say because atecha na ma for ma pia ni say me call or the say kwa na down so kran ka me ntia sa ateche no me say gum say me do me na me catch say sa kwan o ma ye da onyi ni da
na ayi ba bia me mete afiama kwan
yeah
obi na ebo mama na catch me say 2013 omugu kwan no so and I'm saying my god e kwan we so 2013 so last time man bi betna ha e wo owo ahene show so na you see openi man no abiama em say ye nehia enye yi but onye out and out politician that to na they say got to be stream be e wo enkran ha river bia e won kan ha onim babia e free onim gata e kokon babia fa ele babia kokowie ansa na kopunum onim ni nyina from A to Z
dano na onabo kan e kase sa gata na e won campaign office on Sunday stream
yes
and na pa na mi hu so e nam sa gata ni so kum e den su ketwa sen so e fi so ha ban nyina na se mi zenkum. There's one trending way be under this government in Swa. Sanitation issues. Yes, na me kufa do mo ma nya de. Ma
nya don the Dr. Baomi akwa na kan so ma nya de nti emfa nche wo mo. Ono de ye friend discipline committee anim. Na ye beba mo so.
Sa asem no say sing ye ama na ye nka
actually ye beba mo so. Because na ye be ye
okay. Na misenku Yabeji sa private waste management companies yi afiom nsem. We dey am assemblies, we say assemblies no. The way Ghana ye free pa. Omo nya aduma no. Eba sanitation pa jama mangasa ka say omo beji afi or be say sanitation ministry ni sem e dey am assemblies no matete omo gata mu no. We say nkum assembly no most of them are not that say etia na ye ka bobe ya asalaya almost say we nam ko
omo pese omo chiche sika no e de mankofo na abato no so omo akoto ama wo eno anom pese
yes say out we abeti say bola yazo na just say unim abawo ya afọ na abawo eji omo na na just say omo betije bola ofie
yes wan fan kwa
omo so bola na no be fill potholes
yes
eto mu du ba bi na amara na chia kakra bi abi ehwie bi agum bi ekoyanim and what the volume of filth garbage pan senkum ensure ya ko ye be bukrum
emu nantwie
ai so who say nsuo eba na wo hwɛ ni abaka se train si so na ye free nko na nsuo da tamne sa wo de ba na ye kese ye jai ni oma basa you see it's about time as I said Ghana for the ordinary Ghanaian kasi ye may libre na ye demand the accountability from our politicians.
How are we going to?
No, we have to. If we become so objective, devoid of politics, MPP Nintino, MPP Yadi Amenka, MBC Nintino, MBC Yadi Amenka, that could so go around the net for our part. MBC chairman about me today yes I will distribute. What I say? Sadama way back, it doesn't know MPP Nintino any MBC Nintino. And you're Ghana. So whenever a party wa bemu and our party near bemu, whatever is right, it is right. Whatever is wrong, it is wrong. Don't let us put political colors on the same and your mabone. Well, not say the chief here, the MPP Nintino, no matter see a coach, the MPP Nini, and now the police station, Mimi Sem, so ye bien, hey, mommy uncle,
no dimrika.
Free focus. Yeah, your home flyer, the t-shirt, near the now.
Yama home say.
This house is an canipana yachina, ya could defend no. Sanankonya MPP me, and as NBC me. I know your ordinary Ghanaian on the politics. I know come sa bonena. And Kauba Cassie and Yano ana. And now on people on NBC Nibe, you're fan the same thing applies to the development of Kuma. See, the among one sa as a party. And near my woyano, one young farmer MPP from Kwa, who developing order, you near this for car and MPP for car. You didn't hear fast. And to what area, one of say. And near my consuming yard the papa forget about party now by me neka wasem because now the mama the helicopter na we need the NBC ni pofie no need the MPP fie
ono ani fie kro fa so amnya
so enti mama ye niam say Ghanaians Ghana eda yakoma so that is the sense of patriotism. Say
look at a whole fueling station.
She
kwabrane sunsu asa ko gina ho ko bu fuel.
I deal with the BC circle. I deal with the BC circle. Na bi pa gina ho gina ho yo. Kese o gere ko a wonti ase. Fueling station so afa ni sei. Abi esi da no yi kra yanka ho ase ni ye. Na o ko gina ho se wo ko gia ho me. How? What you say? It is going to say, I'm not young putty, young thinking caps as Ghanaians. Young putty on our patriotism, patriotic caps. Not say, I agree, say, my young people need it. And then may course you say, yes, and it as you score political points
for your party.
Maybe one or the saying, video beer. Obi read also be as an ebe kan watch now. Okay, my fan. Because se o hwe eniama obi quote say se o ka ho asama it's like you've got against the party now. Me say enti we mu nyina ye party for ya to aba na
ogwawure mu pa.
O cha we dey be constitution be ba.
quote man no
eniama na hwe
man no ko yie.
We say good.
Man no ye hwe o man no ma man no ko yie o. Na World Cup ya America for eho nyina nsuo yiri but nsuo na ndi se hunu edi wa Africa
se Daniel
toa omudi Ghana sika asesa de akogu hom na toa omudi Ghana sika asesa akogu America ene niam ekoso
ye toa na yetua ma ban na ban na asesa edeko
omo yiri omo
odi ase bisankum se nyame aboayen na se nsuo etoto wa America no me he na za nsuo bi eto Jamaica ene from a boy no. And for money to be fallen cruiser, other than we better say a helicopter.
Yeah. A sea hank and the pub 500 million.
You say the pub and can watch the end here. But how long will you pana? You see, these are the people who are so double standard. Say, or no one come on. Let's say we are why a BB and a mean who are not catching us. America won't be just hard way. Yeah. but almost the situation of one of as a leader, so can Americans and coming to Nigeria, and the onka. The few politicians who are also exposed in to Quina, or what that exposure now, can expect you say, the local Sia one performance, come back any Ghana, the Chinya Omukwa are the worst corporates.
Omukwa number how mupesi kapa.
Say Omukwa, no man say wono, what gain your juma. Omukwa is the only Omukwa there, never a question, you can't even think through. Because this happen, say a giant Ghana saying, that's a Ghana for man, sorry. Now you know, I am one see a development in me. Now there be a man who MDC and MPP, your mother, Miss Uncle. Just say, yeah. This almost say MPP and NDC. What has been only a crown? MPP was 16 years in the hall. NDC was 16 years plus the same years. 2 years. I that is a crown 20 years. Even when I say 34 years.
No crown were declared disuda da crown san year babe.
This almost say I will see one in 1965 in crown show you for. What the council shouldn't be ashamed of yourself. Mo 60 yeyears, and 20 years. Mo plan, what ya back? Who said that you will be a Cassava crowd or come up president before the one Alaju? Yan Alaju. One Sandra Alaju for the first time a Buafaso. A Bufaso. Yes. It should be because how many years need the president before yes are there? So big can there be a Juma Kunha. Oh, sorry, oh, Alaju. Do you say now what you for the example? Now who buy here now the car? Before president before Koya Radio, and I can't buy also Mrs. Circle, and also buy also Mrs. Down Shuma, also buy Mrs. Me or payment, and I'm here Careman, and I'll call it Kachimana, Mizangu, and Kasania my Kaswati. But they are always living on their past glory. And the president before the airway wants to again away their come. What is their plan? Accra, yeah, capital city, no proper civil works on our street in the township.
Capital city.
Everybody.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Good, Bosha,
so we feel a Ghana ni not a Safi, so count and your contribution. Mr. Good, I didn't at the Bussau. I didn't go on ship. Over the ship, please. A ship. Our then Yama, Yabu Yakotwaka. If one look at what is happening. And your man actually fish with Miss Adanji. We Omukuno. Nanchi fast. Nam is going to be clear with an entry. We Kalumbo. We also Kalumbo. And things have been said, we shall near my costume. Nasa as of mine, Yama break. Na ye de ho ye NDC MPP sa mizangu o man say na ye say no ye say na dachin bi no ye bi ni ye ho wo de ma ye for 20,000 50,000 no na dawo na kotoma wo mu na mo nya ni sa ye san fan ko enim sa. I mean, what kind of country are we building? So that to Obama leader just say ANYC over cabinet meeting over new solution will come up. Mesenia Mampeni Mahama since next year this is there will be no solution. There will be no solution. What I say? Basa na esa o me na wa tinka me na wa tima o ke president Muhammad ni mo asa support ni no asa ne ra ho asa me esi Ghana no asa se ye fa ho plan asa se ye bibi na so senkum o tina na atwam yes at say mo pa obi a we be esi emra. Now for the first time the capital city had come to a standstill. To the sense organizations crown from employees office no cry ya member as we speak GCB of the circle branch crown am say no be as ho what you say me say am say hwe emra man hours and man use so we no ade ye o hwe warehouses a enso no bo a companies ni be corner chi be 10 years na enkrofo na mu na ebi sisa neoma. They see me I saw people who are picking fridges, people who are picking cylinders,
people who are picking or the saying home appliances. This kids required of required bonus. Hey,
it's way se company we. And now these business people will answer now. And yes, the so-called politicians.
Oh my goodness!
Among their campaign. Much is a businessman no or connect by the war.
Just how are you going to
yes. All you could have and then someone all kind and they all kind of 2015.
Oh my goodness.
BBNC. Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo Bejina sa ewie ya bonne ewie abono and a Dr. Baumia share a warranty boot at the name.
Oh, Miss Enkum. Says I mean,
I serious. I am dear Wakoje fan. Ko won say camera sending them all over.
Miss I say sincerely, Miss Enkum. Party a owa any party a opposition. A dear CMA. A dear contribution now bet me contributed to make sure say next time you show twa ye nasa impact. Na me omkoye wa fere no we de omo ye hu bi enye. Yet yara na pokoye engagement bi. Public engagement ay bisa no question na oka say solution no owo no. So the ma NBC na omo be popular am ma win na selection. Eti Ghana for mre na na sumunu na light ni say ya na omo ba or the solution am na party.
Okay.
Now who was agree as a politician na o ka say me koda me mo empire ma. Na me no for solution ni ma na say me between 4 years na 5 years say me wua. E dia info na me na wo be bata obaba ba mu. Sadie ne kita won sem na wa den say wo solution e fa solve Ghana problem. But on fa ma Ghana because e dey wa party na wa ba mu. E do be keep na say wa party ba o dia ba. Are you thinking about Ghanaians?
Hajia special foods. Ehun komo ana me ne edi Hajia special foods. Eye aduane papa efie na yewa aduane ene yewa aduane anipedie ene yewa aduane a eyi nipa foforo nso so ene edie. Na opa aduane a obedi ama wo nipaduane mfaso abaso a eye Hajia special foods. Yewo konkonte, yewo banku, yewo fufuo, yewo tuo zafi, yewo assorted rice, fried rice. The kike kan wo chese me kanama jade eho eye chese kitchen mu headquarters ankasa Hajia special foods. Me pa chaw se ewie anopa tututu na ye ready. Eti woni wonam fofuo pese o mu pie kodidi na mu kodi aduane pa. Woni wadwuma ye 4% mu pie kodidi ekodi aduane pa. Ehon so so de eye home touch ankasa an ye de ema wo home feeling ana okwa obenya ewo ho. Me pa cho bo modern se obeba wa ba bedidie se wo dwumadie bia wudie se ye abadintuo se ye awade wedding engagement de kike ka ho me pa cho eyiye na wo ya esese utimi ema wa ho na aduane pa amu die wo mokwa omasa abodin Hajia special food ana me kanfo ede ama wo me pa cho nnuane a me bobo so nyina no ye yemi nyina bi ewo ho dwumadie bia wudie bia no woto nsafra ye nse ye me take charge of waduane won sensam a ye ba be ni nyina bi ewo ho ye duane nso me enkwan de hala e kase ankasa abusia bomade na pay chira kwan ewo hacho ye ben transitions afei ye sanso wo another branch enso ewo boshe eye DVLA edan foforo no direct opposite transitions afei bomade se ubetimi ene ye edi enkomo anopa no nwotwe na ye bie oba udidi no na sanso ewo hyewoka umpe we ya de bembiem ebusuan fra Hajia special foods ewo 0246 359 921 0246 359 921 na fe one Hajia special foods eni nkomo Kingdom Herbal Center enso eye enu papa nyina edesuo me pa cho ye wo Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules enso tutoi emema adwuma bo because yakoba awaba eti bema esese enyese ye kenche wana wo tutu na kotobi a ebedwa no Bema boa husie. We hear a kingdom ginseng power capsules. Power to the people. And no be siesie nkwamwa. Afei ebema ja abem. Afei ebema confidence ankasa amwatimi aye adwuma. Sanso and your kingdom tremendous capsules. Oba bomodi o emebie bibi so mekwan. Siesie ni ama. Yi nkatwa ni nyina gu nkyɛn. Enkabone kan gu nkyɛn. Siesie wo ma hwanche na eniama enkoyie. Kingdom tremendous capsules ebeye adwuma na ma. Afei ebesiesie wo ba we de aye kama. Oba wo so betenka ama wo so anya nka mu mfaso. Afei yewo kingdom ginseng power capsules and tremendous capsules na chi no. Yesan so ewo kingdom garlic bitters and the capsules. Kingdom garlic bitters and the capsules. Ye nimia garlic eye wo nipadwem e pa chaw baby awo bia no oye ba wo ye bema mintimi didi ma menkotwa we gbe ho na sell me pa chaw kingdom garlic bitters and the capsules no onunum bia e ma super appetite udidi amane amakoyie afei esan so egwotu yade a aye kwankro ti nipadwem no eyifiri wo se hu madam fu bia Mia mi kowu no about 2 years ago said ana me so ate na last week me ni hyae no osimi nua wo hya ase se udi kingdom edupa no ho nkomope ana me kodwiri bi afei me call no wanwa na tremendous capsules no kwa bi sanso wonam so da bi we de farmer wife so no aye ne kama say wotimi didi ana ono anu se odidi ne we de aye na ha yade bia nso nya nsunsuaso ewo no so bie because ya de ni tia no na ginseng no garlic ahoden no abona to nkyɛn me pa kyɛw wo hia bi ba bia to andro bia no odu ani kyire mu a kingdom nu papa ebi wo ba bia afei se open dudu atu aton a odu ani be kyire eye dragon okanhyi na waba be pa bi ewo ho afei obetimi afra me adi nkomo eye 0275 804 604 0275 sorry 0275 804 064 0275 804 064 na one kingdom herbal center eni nkomo enche sabato wiafe ebe join na fe all the messages I will do from YouTube, from Facebook, and afi WhatsApp at the aba. Afi ebra so say 1 year 88 na wo mo sinipei ye mo kwan no so bam. Ye ne asinipei onso bra na be sinipei uba entientiem na wunua nso emre mu bi. Afi say ofa mi amentie wo TV no so ana radio no so tie wo e phone no so na enkomo no enye smooth. 0240 55 0899 0240 55 0899 ni nkomo ewo ofra na oma bibia nso ayentientia afei unua nso emre bi sabato enche obejoine. Hello, good afternoon. Sinopei
you can't say the super.
We did it at Casa Frina Minty.
The problem
Upon Maninty.
You saw the affair about the top house. Ghana penny on my and see I can smoke back in Shramaya. It's not your penny coding about 1 hour only if you share your mind and home. Now, yeah, Papa, and also say, when you could do and memory so not how do you yeah, Papa, Mahama, everything all numbers. The thing Yami also or showing the system is young practice, Yama, the base, and love. Young pretty days, Ghana, the United States. Young saw a club at the Antifa, we are cast the baby to carry a Papa Mama. We are the Becon, will be sent to us.
Meso Meda 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, when Timmy and so 0240550899. Osube Timmy and Fabana yedin komo messages. I hold one and so nam kwanso ya eba 0240550899 0240-550899. Ofra no aye ntientia na afi wa makwan ema wunua nso so atoa so. Ye frame Mr. Inkum Albert Asmani political za enso kame ho ewa ha ane de ebrewo. Wei eye sinupen eno no. Oka ye ho ewo Man FM so enkra pompune mantemo kasoa ene emiamia hodo sanso ena udru fifi mantemo the Pride of Central eye NAP Radio 90.1 ewonso oka ye ho. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Sinupen. Debbie Otieno mama ntranchen. Hello. Say one for instructions anya adwuma. Mintimi ne wonya adwuma. 0240-550899. 0240-550899. Hello, good afternoon. Mejo so kebi ni
ebiti ayo ma
mami nti okebi
ya ko bode yo habet medase na mesre media to say there ye kano abishapo ti see people wa bonke for republic ajikum ku ala wo ma ye bob india and na dia pressure for wo e kwa do machine what that you go and you can be there, what you go to here. The thing that one of the other partners are, let's say, Mumma Pamata, you political part, you almost yet come over people. We are saying, yeah, what about Yakin? What was the baby gun of woman Yakin? But they say, I said, oh, where you say, we are there. If you can't be a gentleman, no may get your book. I get to every move. You always know why you educate you because who get the Yamaha get. You are not now. Who get to that and no one was so the Canada. Just to say, or the sympathizing with you just take it. Wapra or Jibu's tower.
Man, now was 0240-550899. Hello, good afternoon. You can't say that you would dig that free.
Your family Douglas. Because I'm someone.
Mammy, tell doggy.
Now, and look at what kind of crap, Yamibishra. What kind of crap? Yamibishra, sir, attaching or young, or you, papa, or Pitica, thinking only of mine who don't back attaching. Only a man who don't back. Also a lawyer, or your own taking quarter of the war. And you can now, you know, crap, you super, and I may have bread. You super Namagana for your bread. Now, part of it, you know, idea. Sponsors on the same, or even better same. You crap on the catcher. It's a mechanical, more credit, no beer, when you're on a mechanical. They say, I can't have the Negro. They say, the women's up, and then women's up. Can't a correct was one on some pabwa, and that correct was a pabwa. Kind of begin to see a yappy. You have to get no credit. Simply make up the message of this one toss.
May I say, Douglas from Amasamai. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Uncle.
Sinopay.
You can't send your sister.
Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony, Mr. Uncle.
Uncle Chapo, man.
I don't know.
You didn't come on.
Mr. Uncle, Ghana for me, and you don't have any eye. Ghana for me, now, let me tell you, Uncle. Oipa, obey the way more catcher there. Go a fool. We bought to borrow the politics, not a little bit of the mana. No one said they said, what you not show there. She said, your mamma number 3, but this one number 4. If a solution pan what they bring here. If you are unable to only a campaign, not all my solutions are see, I mean, well, Yamia don't want to mana, and God will avoid the buffer. Who would check and then I would have to mana what I thought to if I people ready know. Ah, what to me up boy here, market, the real day in our FM. But then,
Ankrato Wesifum 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Sinopay.
You can't say Nana body new.
I got the material catch and I cross over what to say.
When I'm
Mammy, you.
and I'm prepared. I really get the base of my coffee. They're about to be busy. You're wearing him. You're wearing him. There's no canon. Yana the we did allocate that with you. We got the right food and I'm home. Yeah, as the Papa of a woman. It's a Ghana, I think I didn't know. We need to be a Wakawa yet. Secondly, and what Abamano, and only dear, and Candy a coffee. And what affection I could think as a young China, like and why the monkey, or no maybe better than Sana, what the other charging.
Men so me da se me for last two callers na fe Sabato we afi ensom. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my boss.
Sinopei.
Ye kali pe ye sisi kali etena.
We didn't have your faith in an inti opening.
ABC am kali abede me to nka me fo ga sa che na ho ya bia.
Nyankopon dom ne mpa bo me ho ya me nti o.
Na mi amada fu ken o ho de.
Nyame dom ne mpa bo oti ase.
That's it. Me so me de eye ba mi enam eno ka ene de ni kasa no ati kakra. O si me pa amanesem because you say the call amanesem a you be say it's at the $43 million no or the yen enka or the kwanyuma enkene enka mama so buy no enka kwani kakra enka de bamia ni kasa de onkusu kasa sa me da say
men so me da say last caller na fe mi fancy ebe na so. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinopei.
Yeah, can tell me there.
Opani we didn't be afraid for your last caller mami nti.
Medindi ebushadi. Nikazati ya power tax mother so.
Mami nti opani.
Yeah, mimi ya we me sawa kwenye so na me shere. Me sister wa lajo. Itingra. Ya shisha na yantene nkaye. Intina ama ebushano ya kuma eda yen kakra. Intino so biti no pe ye pem jamia ni atene nkan. Na me tia me kasa so a. Wo ba de so a. 3 weeks ni yombola nyina gugu. Iti si yem pochi mu. De be ye to bola gunu. Ye ya. Ni bola tank nyina ya ma. Iti obi adi si ni 3 weeks ni. Nemo ye start red cap no. Yenya party dia NDC MPP omo di sibu yen. Ni tia me kasa nse red cap ni. NDC fo sewo Guinness. Any ben kuni tilapia. For this it asemo na mbola dia ho timi fa. Nkini sira ban no, any NDC na MPP se onja yakoma na wo di dia agro no. Nkini sira mo, ye trend the day, ebusia GH. Ye trend the day, why ye send Paula book and Agyapong. Ye send the day in ye trend why ebusia GH.
All right. Ma me na wase na me fancy Sabato we afi ayeka do ba pa say.
Mr. Nkom nyame adom me ho ye pa.
Na say okoye na adwuma na beda me so na aye star.
Me sha me say me bra pani obre.
Anya yi na bre papa Mr. Smenim emboa me so a.
Asa pa ne de won kwa de a won timi mwa.
Okay. Me nte Sabato nka nti mo check ne microphone mo check mame na on sign emra ne camera nso so mo hwe me hunu TV ne so na yes am hu sabi o TV ne so owen mo check na mo ke kamo ho na ye hwe na afi yenku enim enti Sabato the messages from YouTube and then messages from WhatsApp and ode eba na afi yetimi atwaso akọ yenim sese no ye kọ ne say mo check ye hwe Sabato ba anaso wo mba. Okay, ti kai emwaya day. Okay, enti ma men come stars na ni wona the final message so that me switch course Sabato ho am ye na ye ko bani what tie course ahodo aba and that ye hunu say assembly wa ye mfa nyama yosem but the same national issue yi bi and the obi eco disciplinary committee.
Politics, no? They set their own questions and answer. No matter no almost say, yes, I do. But you see, they don't want to be faced with the reality. You see, those days now, your politics now say, we kasa, Mobi and Kabi, your party asema, we say, come because we are doing politics to build a nation. What I say? We are building a nation. We are not just doing politics. Yeah, politics. Yeah, from Plizi, not from the Pisika, and from Kofi, not Ghana for Monchirom. And now, if you're a politician and you think, say, what the Ghana, who never be because who person or pray by Mintino, Ghana for, and you may bet me, I am on the press, you can, Yanka, then for me, I will be happy, say, MPP bet now opposition forever na Ghana be ye. I'll be happy say NDC bet no opposition forever na Ghana be ye. It's all about Ghana. Anybody that we know say obetumi aye ama Ghana ye no ye de yahoden ne enim de ne nyansa nyina better is any panic. Okay, eti Albert Aswani political zano no mama hwese sabatel mensa kana na afi yentwan komo no so sabi bokode
nyame adom boko na so e
nyame adom ne mpaabo ye ho ye okoi de wa me abre papa
fanesa
okay obreni
Matemedase. Anyway, mami fa YouTube messages ahodo aba no enhyase miwia na me de WhatsApp messages kakra so aka ho. Me de Eugenia and enhyase wo YouTube. Also the floods in Summer Boy and Accra sum up the great works of the NPP and the NDC. They are very hard working, patriotic and corruption free. Let's all hail the NDC and NPP for an awesome job done. Not just we all Eugenia say now Accra is the garden city of the world and the gateway to the whole universe. Let's continue to maintain the NDC and NPP, and Ghana will continue to be this beautiful. IFA, and no be seen the Ghana IFA pa, and also Esan Ekaho. Eric Kobisi, the problem we are facing in this country is these politicians. They don't have love for the country. We need a bold leader to whip the crap. We associate Richard Ohineba Adomakode for UK. Also, I have heard President Mahama has decided to move some ministries to other regions. He should give the credit to the visionary leader, Honorable Kencity Agyapong. He had this vision in 2023. We associate Felix. I say good morning, my brother from another mother. I say my name is Felix, watching you from Worcester, Massachusetts. We associate Felix we want say 2028 is just around the corner. Our politicians, you just take it serious for one. We associate Agyapong Kwame. I say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. Please tell President Mahama to stop the English and find better solution. Watching you live from the Wu Equiapem Masenu Pein. We associate Nana. I say we need fairness. NDC is doing a fantastic job so far. I say these floods issues are man-made issues plus natural disasters. Let's back the president. They will try to mitigate it bit by bit. We also Richard Ohinebadumako. I say, Mr. Inkum, I want you to understand one thing. In Ghana, we lack good leadership. I wish Ghanaians will try Honorable Kencity Agyapong. We also Mami Winnie Champion. I say, good afternoon, my PhD family. Hope your weekend was peaceful. We thank God for another week. May His name be praised now and forever. I say, Sabah is good. I say, Sabah is good to see you. More fire, Mr. Inkum. What is going on is so sad. Yamami Bima say, Albert, how was your vetting? Was it successful or not? Was it, did they show you red flag or white flag? Hey, Mother Ghana, when will we get someone who will put Ghana first, not their stomach first? God help us. We see Anana Kwame Anoche. I say, good afternoon to you guys, Mr. Inkum. May God bless you and your crew. Honorable Ken is the next president of Ghana come 2029. The base, Ghana first. Power. We see a phenomena, your boy, Mensa. I say, good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. Wonderful submission. Well done and keep up the good work. The base, Ghana first. We see a Richard Ohinebadumako. I say, I hope Sabaton is doing well. Yes, Nyamiadom, I'm here. I say, I have been praying for her to get well and come back to work. And then I say, and no paibo. We see a Ebenezer dear. I say, where is Kencity Agyapong, so-called engineer? Now, can you mayor or day?
On the Japan district bullet.
We need Honorable Kencity and the base movement to rescue the country. Mame fa YouTube messages no and see her na me fa WhatsApp so dear kakra and kahon. We say Honorable Ken is the last hope for Ghana. Ghanaians beware of NDC and NPP. They have nothing good to offer this country. The base all the way. We say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum, Sabatel and Mr. Sumeni. I say in fact, Ghana needs to wake up and shine our eyes because if Ghana is is a serious country. JDM would have not been president again. Kojo Kwanza watching you live from Awutuo Fada near Bojiase. We say, sister, we are fit. Thank you. I say, thank God you are back. Please tell Mr. Inkum that if Ken comes, Ghana will change and it will be better than all the West African countries again. He should check if majority of Ghanaians have registered the base or say me say no pain where you coffee and a message way a buy. We say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. I say NPP and NDC, they are all the same. Mr. Inkum, please continue exposing them. Hashtag the base, Ghana first. Hashtag the base, power. And pasolo de wu ekria pem, masinu pem. My last message I made for our WhatsApp, now Mr. Inkum, me do we see a year. I say flood in Ghana is because of poor urban planning, uncontrolled physical development, and a failure to enforce zoning regulations lead to settlement in high-risk areas. We need disciplined leader like Honorable Ken to solve flood issues in Ghana. Hashtag the base 2028. Way a chief edifitema ena ebaye. To Mr. Inkum messages ahodwa abano aha and I'm doing na AC.
Sabi ma menna wase na fe yemfensia menda Kingdom Herbal Center ejumekuo no ase sanso ena Hajia Foods. Hajia Special Foods. Omonso so yada omase papa. Your friend Anthony Kofi Nkumdazi, Albert Asmani, political czar, and joining me. Ama yede and Komano Ebaye. Thank you for being part of the show. Okayeho, Ewo Man FM so Okayeho, Ewo NAP Radio so, and Afe Net 2 Television. Nyanko Poya Adumechina, Ebesaba, na yede the political edition of Sinupain, the Aba Sinupain. You cannot send ya etie. We are out.